But what we had done during the 10 years, over 10 years we were in operation, we had brought 60 some odd teachers. These are graduate teachers, experienced teachers in Mexico to work in Georgia schools. Now, it's not just working with the immigrant non-English speaking kids, but what these teachers did was to teach Spanish to Georgia teachers, but they taught them the little gimmicks that only one of the same culture has, to where they could take an Anglo teacher and say, now, in this culture, this is the way kids will react. And so they have been a tremendous help as much help to our teachers as to both the English speaking and non-English speaking. And we have, through a connection that we made with the Center for Applied Linguistics in Washington, we provided staff development for several hundred English-speaking teachers, teaching them the tricks of the trade to teach immigrant children, and that's a book in itself to tell you how we made a contact with them and how that developed. We took that money and we provided scholarships to Georgia graduates for high school who were bilingual, and gave them 2 years of full scholarships to Dalton State College. And later on, we went to South Georgia and did the same thing at ABAC. And we had teachers down in Colquitt County, and of course had them in Chatsworth and Dalton and Calhoun, and but it was a very expensive project, and we did get considerable volunteer funding by local businesses and individuals, but it was too big to be funded by the community chest or whatever you call it now, because it was a $1 million operation. The local schools that we work with would put up $500,000 a year, and we would get $500,000 a year to help provide this program. But the beauty of it, and why it's really sort of been the love of my life, is that although we are theoretically and in reality non-functional, we still continue to operate because we've got in our local school districts teachers that we brought from Mexico that are still there and will be there. They have become citizens, or they have married, they have become there. And what we taught the American teachers had been taught by those American teachers to other American teachers, to other American teachers, to other American teachers. We've got those kids that got scholarships from us that have gone through school and are now becoming graduate teachers. And they've gone into the school system teaching. They've gone into Georgia Tech and become engineers. They become architects. They become bankers. They become contributing members of society. Of all of my life, as you know, if you've ever had a sort of a prominent role in your community, people are going to call on you to do public service things. Well, public service to me is anyone who goes into public service is automatically my hero, because it is a wonderful undertaking. But anyway, I've did a lot of things in the community, but I've never, in my 84 years, ever had one thing that I saw produce results as quickly as the Georgia Project. when we brought that first teacher into the school of Dalton, it changed the whole attitude of the school. When I told you about the meeting, me taking 4 folks to go to Roan Street, it was a sour atmosphere. There were no smiles. The children weren't smiling. The teachers weren't smiling. It was just like, this is sad. This is pathetic. It made you feel bad. As soon as we got the first teacher and those brown-skinned kids saw that person of their culture, that told them that my white-skinned teacher and my white-skinned principal, she respects us. They're going to get somebody here to help us. And it wasn't a couple of months later that you go there and see the whole atmosphere in the school change. Both the Anglo teachers, Monterey teachers, the administrators, and in particular the kids.
Is the project still alive?
The project is alive only in that respect, but we have no funding. But I'm sure it's alive in part in many parts of the country because we had so many inquiries as to how to do it, and we were happy to share what we did. We won many national awards, and not that necessarily means it was that great, but it was, because I'm telling you it was. I saw it, and it just helped so many people and continues to.